Welcome to Success Route. This is Sivaredi. Today we will discuss it as what is the difference between count and count rows function. Like it is one of the interview question. See, first we will discuss it as count function. Then we will move it as a count rows function. Like count function will calculate the rows of a single column. Like while counting this value, it won't count it as a blank rows. It will count only whatever the value rows it is there, those only it will count. For this count function, the return type it has a scalar value. The syntax of count function is count of column name. Now we will see that in practical point of view. Let's say here I have employee table. I have already extracted into Power BI desktop. So now I'm writing the expression on top of like a commission column. So click on new measure. Like our expression is count of commission. I'm mentioning measure name is and function count. The column name is employee commission. So see here, our measure is ready. Now our measure displaying purpose, I'm taking into card visual. See, count of commission. Here it is displaying only 4. Why? Because of like in this commission column, if you observe, it is having only 4 values. Remaining all the rows, it is blank values. 0 is also one of the value. So this is the output of count function. Like next function is count rows. This count rows will work. This count rows will work on top of table. On top of table to counting the number of rows, we can go with as a count rows function. For this also return type it as a scalar value. For this count rows function, the syntax is count rows of table name. We need to specify here it as a table name. So now that also we can see it as a practical. Let's see, I'm creating it as a new measure. Why? Because of its a return type, it has a scalar value. Like we can create it as a measure as total rows. Total rows equal to count of rows, comma, table. The syntax is table. The table name is EMP. So that I am specifying here. So once we specified, now our measure is ready. So that measure showing purpose, I'm taking it as a card visual, and I'm displaying that. Let's see, in this here it is showing it as a 14 rows. If you observe our employee table, the employee table is having 14 rows. Like here we need to remind one point, whenever the column does not contain any value, does not contain any blank values, then the count and count rows value both would be same. Once again, I'm repeating, if it is whenever the column does not contain null values or blank values, the count and count rows, the output would be same.